Hi everyone, this is Alicia Young at Creative Works by Alicia, and I just wanted to show you a few things that I'm working on for my upcoming craft show. It will be at Sweet Home High School, March 14th, 2026, and this is a spring craft show. And I was inspired to do these by Elegant Creations by Edwina. And she did some post-it note holders. I did mine a little different. This one I packaged up already. Sorry for the glare. Um, I did make mines. I wanted to try to use things that I had in my stash. And unfortunately, watching videos, I'm tempted to purchase stuff. And at my last show of 2025 that I had, I did purchase some chipboard. I thought it was chipboard, the chipboard that I was thinking of in my mind. And when it arrived, it was really like maybe cardboard. I could have took up cardboard boxes, cut them up, and did the same thing. But at any rate, what I wanted to make for my last craft show, I didn't have time to make. So I didn't want it to go to waste. I wanted to make post-it note holders, but I was going to do flat ones, and I was going to have like a little calendar. And I did purchase the little calendars. I did not include the calendars in these because I am going to do something else with the calendars. I wasn't sure because the calendars, of course, will be for January. They start January 2026. But even though my show is in March, I think I'm going to still try to use the calendars in something, and maybe have the price a little bit lower than I would have had otherwise, to just try to get rid of the calendars, so to speak. But I didn't want to include these post-it notes because I thought, I'll do something else with the calendars, and I wanted to use up the post-it notes and make this when I saw Edwina's video. But this is one, like I said, I have it all packaged up, and I made mine more, like I said, more with I wrapped the paper around the chipboard. So this is one I had wrapped up, as I said 2 or 3 times now. This is another one that I made. I'm using, I have scraps of, this is using my scraps and paper that I have in my stash. And on some of them, I did do something in the inside. This one, I just left the paper. I just used more of the paper in the inside. And then I did, glue down the post-it note pad. This one on the back, I just left it, plain. This picture, I had cut out this embellishment. This die was a Spellbinders die that I cut out. And then this picture itself was from a package. I believe I purchased these, I want to say Temu, probably a year or two ago. And it's quite a few different designs in here. And it's more of the paper feels more like a rice paper type of feel to me. But I had this in my stash, and I thought this would be a great way to use up some. So this is another one that I did, and I am going to package that up in a minute. This is another design that I made. I did spend like maybe a day or two cutting out these flowers. This was also a Spellbinders die. I wanted to make some embellishments for my die so that when I am making my crafts, it will go a little bit faster for me. So, but this one is, this is another cutout just like the previous one, Spellbinders. I just cut out the, what I did is I cut out the actual, I think I have it here. I cut out the actual blank, like this. I cut out the actual blank because I wasn't sure what I was going to do first. If I was going to make it more like a mirror and put foil on it or what. But I cut out the actual blank out of scrap pieces of paper that I had in my stash. And then on this particular one, I took and I cut out this exact same shape in this paper, and I just glued it down on the blank. And then I just raised that up on with some foam dots. And on this one, I didn't do anything here. I may put something there. And on the back, I just put this. But I may just leave this part blank so someone can write, anything. Each one I did a little bit different. And that's kind of my thing. I can't make two identical things. I don't know. I can't do it. I've tried. This is another one that I made. I used, I had some washi tape that I use. I think it's called PET tape. And I just put that on a little piece of scrap cardstock that I had. And I popped this up on some foam dots. And there are the flowers, little flowers I made. I made some of them with, I made them all different kind of colors in the center. Some I colored the white part around it, painted, and some I didn't. And then on this one in the inside, I used more of this. I had a different type of scrap paper in my stash and more of the PET tape. And then on the back, I just put this to plate the PET tape by itself. So this is another design that I had, on this one. So I think they all came out pretty good. This one is I just all basically the same design with my scrap paper. And I used here, I had a sticker, and then I took that rice paper from that pad and I just really glued this on top of the sticker. It was like a sticker image of a frame, and I first was going to put something inside of it, but I thought this went really well. And here I just put a little thing that said purple. It was something that I just took off of the washi tape or the PET tape I had. And then I had this image, this sticker that I put on the back of this one. So I think they all came out nice. I have one more to make. I don't know when I'll make it up, because I want to move on to something else. I may make it tomorrow to get it over with, but that's another thing that I am going to do. Before, what I was doing, I should open up this travel one, but I did tape it down. I wanted to make something that was more for, guys, but they're all Post-it notes. But before, what I was doing, if I had something like this to make, and let's say I purchased a package of Post-it notes and it was 20 in them, I thought I had to make all 20 at the same time. And I found that I can't work that way. I will make however many I want. It works better for me to make however many I want, and then when I'm done with that, I stop it and then I move on to something else. I find if I try to push through and make a set number of something, I never get done. It doesn't work for me. So I did enjoy making these, and I only cut out enough of the chipboard to make 6, because I felt like, let me see how I do with making 6 at a time. So I did pretty good. It wasn't something that like I got like brain fatigue or anything. So what I think I'll do, I have one more to make, and I may cut out enough chipboard to make maybe 3 more. And then I'm going to move on to something else that I have on my mind right now. But yes, these were inspired by Elegant Creations by Edwina. Hers are really nice. I did like hers with the mirror and the Victorian ladies in the gloves, but I didn't have a die for the gloves. I had the die for the shoe and the lipstick, but to be honest with you, I can't, I have stuff because I do take care of, help take care of my elderly mother. She lives with me. And so because of that, it's hard for me to actually work in my craft room a lot of times, because if she hears me in there, then she calls me. She has dementia and she can't walk. And she a lot of times she doesn't really want anything, but if she hears you doing something, so I go in my craft room and I take a lot of stuff and I bring it in the living room or in the kitchen and I work on it. And then when I get done, sometimes it doesn't go back in the craft room, or I can't, if I'm getting ready for a craft show, I need a place to put the stuff, to store the stuff. So stuff winds up in the basement in a tub, a container. So I think that's probably where my shoe dye and my lipstick dye is. I think I took it downstairs in the basement, and I said, I didn't feel like going down there looking for it, although I'm down there, washing clothes. So I could have, but I decided to just use what I had on hand, and I knew I really wanted to use these papers because I had these papers for like I said, I think they've been a year, definitely a year, if not more. And I really, really like this paper. I think I might try and see if I can find this again on Temu, because I do like these papers. And I haven't purchased a lot from Temu. I was really a little hesitant about purchasing from them at first. So I've only purchased like 2 or 3 times from them, but I really do like this paper. And I wish it were that I could find this paper locally, but I don't know where I could. I do have a craft supply store locally. I mean, I do have like a Michael's, and I have another store that's Stamps. It's called Stamps, and they do have a lot of the paper pads. And but I've been in there a couple of times, but I haven't seen anything like this. And I really like the papers. These papers and the images, and it's just the right size if you want to make little cards or do little embellishments on things. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I am trying to grow my channel. I do enjoy this, but no, please know that my channel won't just be about crafts. It'll be about whatever my heart desires, and it may have a little backyard glamping. It have maybe a little she shed stuff, little crafts, the little, vintage, stuff that I've come across. So I really, have kind of sort of a creative mind. But I am thinking of maybe somewhere down the line, maybe having another channel for something that's totally so different from anything that I could put on this channel, that I may have to do another channel, but that's way, way in the future. Right now, I'm just concentrating on this. And but thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and please like and subscribe. And thanks again. See you soon. Bye-bye.